Hi geeks and gamers, welcome to Archives Media. If you are a gamer, you might find yourself getting bored of playing the same games over and over again. But fortunately, since you have access to a PC, you have the capability to try out a wide variety of games that are available, and it won't cost you a penny. But where do you start? Today, we are counting down our picks for the top 5 best free PC games to play in 2018. This list is based off of overall amount of game content, amount of active players in 2018, newness of the type of content, story, or, most importantly, potential replayability. Let's get into it. Number 5. DokiDoki Literature Club. This game really came out of nowhere in the last year, but DokiDoki Literature Club is a free game on Steam that has raving reviews for its deep, psychological, and complex story. Without revealing too much, this game is stylized as a typical anime character dating game, but once you get started, you will eventually realize that this game has a pretty dramatic turn that's fairly unexpected, with several other twists and turns along the way that really makes this game stand out as a unique and bizarre experience at the same time. If you're looking for a story-based game that really pushes the envelope, this game might be for you. And don't be deceived by the looks of the game until you give it a go, because the looks really just exist to paint a picture of what you think the game's gonna be, just to give you an unexpected turn. Number 4. Warframe. Warframe released a few years ago with a mixed to negative reception initially, but after years of continued support, Warframe has really proven itself to be a juggernaut of a game. This game is a sci-fi free-to-play game that also has third-person shooter elements, RPG elements, and sports a fast-paced gameplay style that is almost reminiscent of a parkour-esque game. This game has a mix of PvE and PvP and has really defined its gameplay to make a great experience for gamers that players can pour hours into it. Sure, there's a pretty steep learning curve for some of the upgrades that you get along the way, but as you play the game, it gets easier to figure out. But give this game a try if you want to focus on a game that has elements of shooting and science fiction, and maybe if you weren't too much of a fan of Destiny 2, but you were hoping the game would be better, this game might actually scratch the looting type of itch that you'd be looking for. Number 3. El Dorito. Halo Online was a free Russia-exclusive PC release of Halo 3 that mixed the core gameplay of Halo 3 with some elements of Halo Reach. While this game had shut down a few years ago, a team of fan developers worked on modifying a version of the game that supports user-hosted servers and customizable Forge and custom games called El Dorito. This patched game was released a few months ago and revived the Halo 3 custom games community. Games like Duck Hunt, Drive or Die, Jenga Tower, and more have finally returned into players' hands, this time on mouse and keyboard, and while distribution of this game has been shut down by Microsoft, the game still lives on today and has a small but active community. You might have to jump through some hoops finding a download link that works, they're out there if you look for them, but this game is a blast to play on the PC. Number 2. League of Legends. League of Legends gives you everything you could want from a MOBA. You can go in solo to prove your superiority over others, try to master the best League of Legends champion, and has been a top-tier prominent MOBA game for a really long time. And it really shows here because of the amount of replayability that is in this game. This game can actually get pretty addicting pretty quickly and almost defined the genre of massive online battle arena games. The game has a few different options for how you can play this game. You can jump into a solo queue, play with friends in a standard 5v5 mode, or hop into one of the several custom game servers that are available. Since this game has so many different roles you can play, you really never run out of options of different type of game style, which keeps the game feeling fresh throughout the entire playthrough. Whether you're looking to play a highly competitive game or you're just looking to have some casual fun where you bash your way through enemies, this game might be the right fit for you. And number 1, possibly the biggest game of this year, Fortnite Battle Royale. Epic Games really knew what they were doing when they decided to pivot a part of their game to fit into the new Battle Royale genre that was growing rapidly. With games like PUBG topping the market, Fortnite came in with a slightly different approach that let players play in a more fast-paced environment and let players customize how they're going to traverse the land by letting players build forts or different types of pathways to make movement easier. This game has a much heavier pick up and go playstyle that has really attracted millions of players. This game leaves for several different ways to play the game, whether you want to play 1 versus 99 other solo players, you can hop into duos, or even play with a group of 3 other players in squad mode. The game is fast action enough where even if you don't perform well in the game, you can always hop in another game immediately after dying. But nothing feels better than scoring that number 1 spot in Fortnite. That's our list. Did you agree with our list? If you have any other recommendations of free-to-play games, leave them in the comment section down below so other gamers can check out free games to play. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and be sure to subscribe and turn notifications on because you're not going to want to miss what we put out next. We'll see you all next time with a brand new upload.